Darkseer.
All right.
All right. Well, Darkseer. So this is the first Darkseer we've seen this week. He's been pretty much first banned every game.
Yeah, he's been banned in everything.
Yep, this hero's been winning a lot.
5 seconds remaining.
Puts pressure on lanes. Natural mech buyer. Just makes the game a lot easier to take team fights as well. Team fight king.
Are there any go-to heroes against the Darkseer?
Absolutely. Oracle purges off the shell.
Not Oracle.
Another forgotten hero.
Not Oracle.
Literally any other hero but that.
Jug's pretty good. You can
Yeah,
lane
Jug's
against
pretty
it.
good.
You got
Good
either
for
more.
laning,
You got
yeah.
Blade Fury if you find the opportunity to chase down and get a kill. That's good. It's good.
The heroes with like the natural built-in magic resistance, so you don't get like comboed up, right? We saw like people picking even like Lifesteal's kind of falling out of favor, but those kind of heroes that you can just, you click, you see the vacuum come, you see the slaughter come in, you just click your magic immunity and you're okay. And it's good in laning phase. Healing ward's also good.
Yeah, the biggest thing against Darkseer is not crumbling in your lane.
Yeah.
If you pick some ranged carry or carry that doesn't really deal well with the Ion Shell, you kind of just get ganked at some point, lose your tower, and then it's a whole mess.
And it feels very bad.
Yeah. But Slardar and Darkseer, great combo. A lot of movement speed, a lot of chase him down. Ion Shell and Slardar, very nasty. Huh? No?
Sure.
You don't like it, Slacks?
It's fine. Sure, yeah. That's
Leads to some fun feet off the table.
What? Look, I can put my feet where I want, all right? The ground is dirty. What am I, a peasant? I have to put my feet on the ground? Like an animal? I'm a human being. They go up on the tables.
Yes. Thank you, Slacks.
Thank you.
Fired.
Anyway.
All right.
Look, Owen. See, Owen's
Umpire
Owen doesn't
thinking
care
hard
about the dirty
this.
floor.
No, I'm on the floor. I have
dazzle
become the
ban.
floor.
Dazzle ban.
That's interesting.
That is
It's seeing more popularity in Starlighter, especially Liquid's been picking a lot, the sustain. It's also very good at, like, of course, saving a hero versus the combo that comes out, and it's great versus Starlighter. Like, being able to kind of counteract the Amplify, or Corrosive Haze with the Weave.
It's good against the Shell in lane too.
Yeah,
You can push the
pushing
wave
out
back.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Like heal bomb the wave.
Yeah.
That used to be, like, quite a long time that people were doing that. Like, people would pick Darkseer, and they'd, you'd see, like, Dazzle first, too, just to be able to sustain in the wave and push it out.
I like the Terrorblade ban.
Yeah.
Mousesports definitely very likely to pick that. Again, they go for the Bane, though, so Mouse. Even though they've changed things up with the Slardar Darkseer, go back for something that we are used to seeing them go for.
Still a lot of control, though. Makes it a little easier for Slardar to get in there, find the crush.
Yeah. So, some kind of disable through the Blade Fury. It's always nice when playing against a Jug. Wow.
10 seconds
Interesting, though.
remaining.
I usually they switch it off. Never mind. I was gonna say MNT has been playing the Bane most of the times, but they do switch between the two. Since there's a Slardar, MNT will be playing that one.
Yeah. MNT should have been playing. Yeah, you're right. But in the previous ones, he has been playing the Bane because they've had like what Bane Warlock. Basically.
Yeah, they've had like Bane Warlock and stuff like that. So we do get to see Spartan playing a different hero.
Yeah, interesting that they decide not to do the Warlock again and ban it out. I mean, again, I guess it's a hero that can be run a bit by Spirit Breaker. Quite easy to solo down at the start of the fight. Hard for him to get the column out, but it would have been another sort of stun through the Blade Fury. That's for sure. And Bane as well, you could say, suffers with issues with the Breaker. You've got to be careful going for that Fiend's Grip because if Breaker sees you, he's going to go straight for the charge in.
Bane gives you the BKB piercing disable if the Jug's like split spinning and split pushing. Stuff like that, though. And Enfeeble later on is actually something that can't be really overlooked.
Okay.
How much does Feeble reduce when it's maxed out? Is it 80%
of
base?
120.
120.
It's not percent.
Oh, it's not percent. It's just flat minus 120.
It's flat minus.
Yes,
Gotcha.
indeed.
And then you get the talent, which adds like another, what, 90? Because I know it was 120 and then got nerfed.
Yes,
Or
indeed.
it got reduced because it got moved from the 25 to the 20 talent. So it's more reduction, pretty much.
Factoring in a 20% armor resistance. Of course.
What?
What is he? What
are you on about? What's that got to do with it?
I know what you're getting at. I know what you're getting at.
Indeed, thank you.
So Rubik.
Rubik, okay.
That's not there. It's over here.
Oh, instant troll pick as well from Mouse.
Oh, the steal.
Here you go, bud.
Well, Fiend's Grip, one of the easiest spells to steal for Rubik, so always good there.
I mean, anything the Bane has on this one. You can put on the Enfeeble on the troll, bro.
Oh. No. What?
What? Rubik.
If he steals it.
Oh, if he steals it, yeah.
Yes,
I see. Okay.
very valuable, very
5
clutch
seconds
indeed.
Do you guys think Mouse will go for the Silencer again? In that game, they had the Global Silence into the Fiend's Grip game against like Ember Spirit, another hard to lock down heroes.
It's possible.
They also have like the Troll, the combo with the attack speed for him too.
Sounds kind of cool.
Because they'll probably ban out some of
Radiant team
Thug's
back.
heroes here.
Yeah, I think Thug might want to go for the TA here.
Bat
I think they normally when they have the Slardar, I think TA is the one that they normally get. Or
Hey.
I think definitely Shadow Fiend could also be an option for Mousesports.
I would like that better
You
than
wanna
TA.
grab that?
'Cause how you gonna
I mean,
TA
it's
against
a
a Bat
tricky.
Rider?
Yeah, it's true. There's certain things that it's going to be hard for Thug to play
5
around. Yeah.
seconds
I
remaining.
like the Shadow Fiend though. A lot of damage, you know?
It's not impossible, though. If you see a Bat Rider, is TA
Reserve
completely
time.
off the list?
It's not off the list.
pretty bad,
versus
but-
versus
Pretty
Jug
bad.
and Spirit Breaker too, right?
Yeah, that's fair.
It's definitely a
Okay.
bit
Not a
harder.
great TA game.
I actually really like Bat Rider this patch. He can put so much pressure on the lane. If you like max sticky and stuff like that, and also you can resort now back to the jungle a lot easier with those infinite, 1 minute stacks instead of the intervals.
Every game, it feels like the hard camp stacked like 4 or 5 times.
Yeah.
You know, the side pull.
Yeah. Oh yeah. The safe lane pull as well, especially. Yeah, you can always contest that and take it too.
That is a pretty big buff to Bat Rider. The changes to the jungle.
Yeah,
Hadn't
definitely.
thought about that.
Yes, the jungle returns.
Yeah.
Kind of. It is crappy. I haven't done the math. I still don't understand the jungle.
It's like
It gives, like,
20% reduced.
Half XP.
It's 20%.
half
Is it 20%
gold.
reduction on XP and
No,
gold?
it's not a 50% reduction. It's like a
about-
20%
20%.
reduction.
So overall, it is better.
Someone's
It's
Overall,
more money in the jungle.
It's better as long as you stack.
As long as you
Yes.
can
It's
kill.
really bad early in the game.
yes,
Yeah.
it gets
For a lot of
better and
heroes,
better
It's awful early.
every 7
Right,
minutes.
okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
Because in the past, you'd head to the jungle, you'd be like, oh, a nice
Dire
cat. Just,
team
3 creeps, you kill them, you're in a great place. Now you do it, and you're like, oh, well, it's
Right.
it's 20% less than what it was before. So it's like, well, time
So
that
Iron
you would
Talon
rather
is
be in a lane.
dead? Is that it?
Oh.
Are the
It's
Iron Talon
definitely
first
less good.
item?
Definitely less
It's
good. Because
over?
you want to be in the lane.
No, I mean, I don't think
It's
it's,
less
dead.
good.
It's,
It's less good.
It's less good, but
It's
I
less-
don't think it's dead. Like
No,
I
yeah.
still have seen like Dark Seers. I think Mind Control
5
specifically on
seconds
Liquid.
remaining.
He just stacks up a camp with Iron Talon and then double Iron Shells it and brings it down and stuff like that. At least that's what I've seen in
Reserve
Starlighter
time.
recently.
Well, fucked. Have you ever
Couple of those.
rushed a Helm of the Dominator on Darkseer and then chased people with the creep Ion Shield? Have you ever thought of that one, buddy?
I think we saw that when Dominator was broken, right?
Yeah, MSS did that all the time.
Yeah, he was doing that for a long time.
can't remember.
He was vacuum Centaur stomping.
Yep.
You know,
Hype.
when
Wow.
was the last time we saw a Helm of the Dawn being built? No one's done it since the changes, really.
Ice
Did they-
Ice built it today in Starlighter on
And
Mag.
did he win?
No, he did
He
not.
lost. There we go.
It feels like a pretty weak item now.
It does.
It's just underwhelming.
And look, they do
10
ban out the
seconds
TA,
remaining.
even though we said that, because I think
Wow.
Thug would have still liked to play it. I think he could have
Minus
still
armor.
gone for it,
5
even though it's,
seconds remaining.
as you said, the counters are there, but, Thug loves his TA.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
calling
an OD final ban here for
Reserve
Mouse.
time.
So what we got for FN? What's he going to go for? What is he going to go for? Invokers today? I don't know why
yeah.
we're seeing less and less of his Invokers. Invokers very, very strong. But again, I wonder if they're going to switch around, because FA can play the Juggernaut. So we may even see.
Is Lena bad?
No,
10
not
seconds.
First
bad.
damage, first troll, stun
First
for
damage
Bane.
with Bat Rider too. So it's a safe laner. Like you pick it, and you're
5
into
seconds
like
remaining.
you have to pick first.
Yeah.
I think
Hey.
that's this one.
And
I think
actually-
it's just because like you have to reveal your mid first, so you want to pick like the strongest mid that you could possibly have.
It's
And
going to be
Mouse-
a mid-troll.
so mid troll, and they
Mid-troll.
pick a
And
life
then
stealer, so they have the
Lifestealer.
life
There we
stealer
go.
slaughter bomb.
Troll mid against Lena can't be great.
Nope, doesn't seem that way. It's a lot of damage. It's a
Yeah.
lot of bursty.
All right, well, it's about time to talk about predictions here, boys. Braxy, what are you thinking? Final game of the night, who's got it?
I'm going to Empire. They looked pretty good, and I think that their draft looks better.
I'm going to go with Empire too. They got Spirit Breaker, and after level 25, when he gets that 30% stun on the Life Stealer, whoo! BKB don't matter, Life Stealer. Beat to death.
Yeah, we're going to be Empire all around. I
Whoa.
think Nake's troll without the Magnus might be a little underwhelming, but we'll see. With that said, we've got one more game for you guys. Mal's Empire set to be underway. It's going to be OD Pixel and Fogged once again.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the last game of the day here at the Dream League. I'm Odie Pixel. I'm here at Fogged, and we're ready to take you through once again another mouse game, and of course this time the second one round against the wonderful people from Empire. We've just seen the draft, and this time, Mouse say we want to try our hands at a bit of a troll strat. But as the kind of already the panel worded their worries, it is looking to be mid against Alina. This a lane that the troll may not have a great time in.
Oh, he gets pressured
Yeah.
extremely hard in this one, but I think he's gonna get a lot of help. That's
Okay,
the thing
we're
that.
going to see a lot of backup with that.
Yeah,
All right.
Mouse always helps their, at least from what we've been seeing, they help their mid and their off laner pretty much every game. And they also picked up Lifestealer, which indicated to me that they kind of wanted to leave him alone even more, because Lifestealer versus Batrider used to be one of those kind of things people were doing. Because Lifestealer can be left alone.
Yeah, he should
and
be fine,
he does quite okay down there versus the Bat. But yeah, it's still like Troll versus like heavy burst and stuff does suffer a lot until he gets to those later stages.
Yeah, we'll see how Thug does. Verify it. Branch and a shared tango on top of the poor man's. I mean, who can really sit mid to help him? Is it going to be what the Rubik kind of? No, sorry.
The Bane.
It's going to be the Bane holding his hand.
And then MNT is probably going to sit top, pressuring, and we'll probably see him rotating between mid and top as well. That's at least that seems like the Mouse formula, right? Leave Madara for the first bit, and then make the rotations after like the first 2 or 3 minutes.
Okay. We are going to see, of course, Ghostic go for that classic, wrap around in the tree line, get that creep pull, so we can get that first wave with pretty much no questions asked. As it will indeed at the moment just be Madara down there.
Yeah, that's always a great way for Batriders to start. We see that a lot.
It's, I mean, especially because you know that the focus is going to be elsewhere for Mouse. It's a pretty pain-free play to go for.
Gets the full wave. He's able to kind of like deny a wave back. And did he block anything? No, he just gets side vision. So we'll see if Madara is able to actually pull the enemy creep wave into a creep camp and farm double. That's usually the approach you want to take when Batriders do this. You want to be able to get like more efficiency out of it, because he's going to pull the wave into his other wave, the next one more than likely, and start denying. So you want to be able to pull into the hard camp or pull into the small camp and get a little bit extra. So we'll see what Madara does. But oh, Ghostic actually misses part of the wave. But mid lane.
Yeah, let's go. Have a bit of setup here, both for MNT and Spartan hanging around. We'll get the drag back.
Didn't get the stun in time.
Yeah,
the
King R's going to be able to walk back. Gets the chance for the telekinesis, and he's good.
Oops.
Yeah, a little bit, just a little bit slow on the play there, I guess, yeah. Underestimating the duration. No, overestimating, sorry, in fact, the duration of the sleep. We'll see how
Costly mistake.
that goes on.
That was a 3-man rotation right at the beginning.
And
they really wanted to get that first blood there.
And obviously with this focus mid, how's Chappie going to do on this top lane? Do you think should he be all right? I mean, we talked about how the Jug can do all right in the lane, but can he do all right in the lane on his own?
I mean, the Spirit Breaker's going to be pulling the lane back and stuff. He still suffers. He shouldn't die, but his last hitting under towers should be decent. It's just obnoxious. And he's already missing a couple.
He has to be careful. MNT's actually coming with the rotation to eye up this pull that was being made by Maploshka. Him and the Skylark. And as you said, it's exactly what you said Mouse are seeming to love to do. You know, prioritizing helping the mid lane, helping the off lane, leaving Madara on his own.
Well, especially in this situation.
Yeah, when you've got
the
these
Lifestealer
heroes.
back.
Yeah. And Madara's doing fine, of course, at the moment. 8 for free on this safe lane, so not being slowed down at all by the Batrider.
Yeah, he should win this one.
Yeah.
Pretty handedly. Spartan just stealing some bounty runes, trying to get his levels as well while moving around. Thug's actually doing pretty well in the mid lane though because of those first lane rotations. Rubik though, top lane, Skylark, getting some pressure on him. Crush coming up from MNT and they'll be just fine. He's strewn top. Let's see if they're able to do anything with this.
Poshka actually getting the bash here. He's going to give this a bit of a walk down. Not too much that he can do still, just a level 1. And in fact in the mid lane, MNT with that haste rune does bully King R back. So still just, the support's kind of moving from top lane to bottom lane. Trading hits, trading blows. And bottom lane, this 1v1, still very much continuing to go Madara's way. He's loving life down here. He's getting all the gold. He's getting all the XP that he could wish for. Spartan is hanging around to help him out as well.
Yeah, just like Brax mentioned though, you see the side pull already here getting stacked up. He's even going to stack it one more time. And that's Batrider's kind of catch-up mechanic if he's able to claim that one. It's triple stack already, so that's going to be a lot of delicious experience he can kind of deny away from Mouse and give to himself, which will be quite large.
Yeah, no way they can really contest that unless they bring down Darkseer with some Iron Shells, and they could try and take it for themselves. But
that's a really cool stat, actually.
What do we got there?
Third most picked hero combo of all time, Batrider plus Rubik.
Damn. And not necessarily a combo that really comes to mind as well as... You know, I don't know. I don't necessarily associate those two heroes as a hero pair that gets picked a lot, but they're obviously both very popular heroes. So
exactly.
I wonder if a lot of that is just kind of coincidence rather than the drafter thinking, let's get these two heroes together. But there we have it.
I think that's more of the case. Like those 2 years, like Batrider just was picked like top 2 forever.
Yeah, throughout the patch. I mean, Rubik's one of those heroes that throughout the patches, Rubik's never been in a bad place, has he? Has there ever been a patch where Rubik's been absolutely awful tier?
He felt like he was a little weak when we were at Kiev Major, I want to say. A little weak, but not like awful tier.
No, not like
just people were
avoid this era.
people were just prioritizing, you know, CM like every single game.
Yeah.
But yeah, the hero always has its relevance. Nice little lift down on from King R onto Thug.
Yeah, kind of messing up the combo there.
Yeah.
FN doesn't hit the light strike, so a bit of miscommunication there from between the two of them. And in fact, well, with this high shot rundown, this could be your first blood. Yeah, Miposhka, he's gone. First blood there for Thug. And yeah, just a bit of a whiff there between the team of Empire, and it cost them.
Yeah, that's a pretty painful rotation coming out when you don't get the kill there. So they have 3 heroes sitting mid, and they're able to kill that 3-hero rotation, and their Bat Router is pretty much having to go back to base because he's completely zoned out of bottom. Like, look at Madara's farm. Actually, just look at the net worth disparity already. It's 4 minutes in, and it's almost 2,000 gold lead when it's only 1 kill on the board. So all 3 lanes looking pretty good for Mouse so far.
Yeah, that bottom lane, I mean, as we kind of said, we expected the Lifestealer to do all right. I don't think we kind of expected him to do this all right. 30 CS against the 8 from the bat. That's proven to be a very easy lane for Madara.
I guess he's just at fear of the rotations and stuff, especially now that his war died. But initially, he missed his initial pull, right, with the Firefly.
You said he only got half of it.
He only got half the wave, and the other half turned around, so he wasn't able to kind of pressure. And he had Firefly level 1, so he was kind of expecting a dual lane or something coming down here. And, MNT gets cliffed.
He's been cliffed. Now let's see how this escalates. Chappie's there, and he's trying. He has actually got the range here as he's on the tip of the Blade Fury.
Oh, the sad trombone comes out. Miposhka standing on the high ground, giving vision for King R to hit him.
Chappie can't obviously get the last touch in, so King R's going to be the one to get the kill, and he's taking him quite a bit of a time to punch through this with the mischance as well.
Well, bottom lane Ghostic actually dies as well, though.
Oh, I mean, this is the action. Oh, he's all chatting. Stop. He's doing it.
Oh, they're burning the raindrop too with the nuke. Oh, he's sad.
Oh, the stick charge. There we go.
So bottom lane, Ghostic tried to Firefly in to steal the triple stack, and he actually gets caught by a Bane Sleep and just gets brought down from the rage and open wounds.
Oh, and he's there we go, just lost out on a regen in there, the bat.
So yeah, just having Firefly level 1 though, Ghostic, and not getting his pull all the way, that makes it a lot easier for Madara just to be able to stay in that lane anyway. But yep, Madara looking good. He's got face. He's going for that quick armlet rush. Don't know if maybe we'll see him switch back for Midas, maybe, depending on how he feels, but I think he wants to get involved as early as possible. Madara doesn't seem like a Midas kind of guy.
Yeah, the armlet's pretty great here, really, isn't it? It's only really what Firefly you have to worry about.
Yeah, I like this move too. Now Thug, level 6, resort to jungle, give MNT the lane, let him farm up.
Yeah, they want to try and get a bit of farm, get a decent timing on the Blink Dagger. Yep, that's going to be what they hope for. He's he's pretty much kind of their only vessel really for the Lifestealer this game. It's going to be up to the Slider with his Blink to carry this Madara around for the fights. And that's almost certainly what they're going to be wanting to do without the Midas being picked up. They want to try and utilize that power spike the Lifestealer is going to be hitting. Scarlet making some good stacks there as well. Getting himself back up into the game, and overall, as we see this, the position 1 and 2 of Mousesports just in a slightly better position than that of Empires.
Yep. Ghostic doing his stacks, FN clearing his stacks. Stack Gaming mid lane, MNT getting some pressure on him. This is a very hard kill to kind of go for, though.
They need a bazillion bashes, and they will just get the one.
And now King R looking to be in some trouble. The lift is on cooldown, and a stun should build enough to bring him down quite easily.
Yep, and Miposhka tries to fish for another bash, but it's just not quite there. So Mousesports off to a very good start here in game 2.
Yep, Spartan looking to try to get a solo kill onto Ghostic here. The Firefly is on cooldown with the Brain Sap, with the right click.
I think he gets it, doesn't he?
He gets him.
Yeah, he may pay with his life, but...
MNT's coming in. I think he's okay.
They could turn. Yeah, with a good crush.
Rubik might be in some trouble now.
But focus down King Eye, drops down the Fade Bolt.
The damage reduction might be enough.
Yeah, with that, they're able to get King Eye out of there. But still, that's, Mouse get a kill. They don't lose Spartan. They've actually brought Thug over as well, just in case they had a chance to try and turn even more.
That's a lot of experience going for Spartan, though.
Yeah, well, solo kill on an off lane. Yes, please.
Yeah, it's level 5 already.
Yeah.
That feels good. Now they have the ward down as well now to watch whenever Ghostic does go for the jungling. That's always been one thing for Mouse. The big strength is their vision game. They always are very keen on keeping that vision up and knowing where the enemy is playing and trying to recover off of and playing around it. MNT, level 5 as well. So the supports on Mouse looking kind of good. Ghostic going for a double stack. He gets
really
it.
Nice. Stack gaming.
Stack
Something
gaming.
we're going to start seeing more and more of in this patch, and we're seeing it already.
Yep.
Are you a fan of the stacking? Do you like that it's coming into to more importance for the teams?
Mid lane looking like he's going to gun on.
He's gone.
Yeah, he's going to die for sure. I don't know. I'm still a bit indifferent about it.
Yeah.
I think it depends on how you play around it. I think it's like okay to like I don't mind seeing the jungling as long as you like you get your like item that you need and then you just go fight and stuff.
Yes.
But like if we're gonna see like jungling
Full-on
and stacking
jungle.
and stacking and stacking, that's where it becomes kind of a little bit slow and boring. But so far I haven't really seen a crazy amount of that.
Sure,
I've
I mean,
seen
this is the
like,
thing. We've had the stacking and obviously being buffed in the sense of every minute once again, but we haven't seen Naga games. We haven't seen Alchemist games. So at the
MNT.
moment we're good. Top lane, he'll be
gets
outplayed. Yeah, Chappie with a great Omni and a Blade Fury to take him down. But yeah, touch wood. Naga and Alch haven't made this miraculous rise once again.
Yet.
Meanwhile, at TI, Naga and Alch, the top pick, so it's going to happen. But no, we've got a fair few more patches before TI, haven't we? We'll have another big patch, won't we? Or will we? Or are we at TI status now?
I don't know if we'll get another big patch. I think we'll get tweaks.
We'll get a 0-7, you reckon? What?
Wait, we have a 0. Don't we have one?
No,
already?
was there?
No,
the last one was
707.
0-6.
No,
Last
6,
one,
6,
the one we
I
just
think
had
we'll get
0-6,
I think we'll get like a 6B.
A 6B.
I don't know if we'll get like, maybe even like a 6B and a 6C. I don't know if we'll get like a 7. But I don't know. We'll see.
We'll see. Yeah. Yeah, it'll just be interesting to see how it does continue to play because, going back from 2 minutes to 1 minute, it certainly was, 7.06, there was some very big fundamental changes.
Yeah,
with the way
I
the
think
game's played.
people like we've seen it all over the place. Like it's only been like what, almost not even a week now on the patch, like 3-4 days actually.
Yeah.
And we've seen a lot of variety coming out
And
from
yeah,
teams.
some
So
massive
people are
win rate shifts in heroes and such. Yeah.
So people are still definitely they're not going to understand the patch for a long time. I think some people could have a decent understanding of it, but we'll see what becomes like the most prominent and what becomes the big things when we see, like some of those other teams like start revealing everything.
Well, top lane, Mouse are going to look for a play in onto Maposhka. We'll get
Nice
the charge
charge.
back to try and slow down the play from MNT. In comes the TP. MNT does get this crush out, but Chappie's already there with the Blade Fury. Runs down the Slardar.
Nice
And the rest of
rotations.
Empire, come in and jump him forward with the lasso. Grab a second. Great shutdown of the play that Mouse were hunting for there by Empire.
Yep. Ghostic now getting close to that blink, so he does have the max sticky.
Yes.
We were kind of touching on it, and now he's got, oh look, a juicy stack. And another stack.
Hey, look at this though. Look, we talked about this lifestealer getting active. He's inside a Bane.
Ah.
Not something
Alright.
you'd expect. If this Bane gets found out, I don't know if they'll be counting on a lifestealer being inside him.
There's a charge coming out
Yeah.
onto the troll.
Here we go.
Spartan was just walking away though.
Spartan can come back in with the lifestealer. And there we have it. Jumps out. Immediately looks to try and go. Looks to Nightmare up the Battle Rider to allow them to focus down on the other target. As they take down the Spirit Breaker. Looking to chase down King R as well. He's got a telekinesis to hold back the Slardar. With the amp on him, King R is going to fall in a couple of touches. Oh no, the Stolen Surge!
Madar didn't use his armlet. He didn't have his armlet on for those 2 hits.
No. I mean, he should still get the kill.
him,
He should still get the kill. There's no way that King R escapes this, and indeed he doesn't.
Ooh,
But
that would have been some big mistake, the passive armlet.
well, there we have it. The Bane Lifestealer surprise coming from behind in the mid lane.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Not something they expected.
How's MNT doing on gold? Oh, he actually doesn't have much. Finishing up the trinkles and everything. And buying some sentry wards for his team. He's actually still quite a distance away from that.
Right, well, you got the level 6, and then that's, so it started to slow back down for the Slardar.
Yeah, him dying top.
Radiant structures are
Yeah, died a few times this game. Well, it's 3 of the 4 kills that Empire found, in fact, so 75% of the Empire's action has been on this fishy boy.
structures are fortified.
Bottom lane getting pressured. Adara's going to certainly come back in and look for that. There will be a charge upon him. Has rage in a couple of seconds. Doesn't matter. Maposhka holds back the charge. And looks to focus on the tower tonight. There we go.
Value.
Yeah, we'll take it.
In the meanwhile, just the farm is continuing. Ghostic has the Blink Dagger finished up once he gets back to base.
Okay.
FN is going for the Bloodstone build.
Bottom lane,
Bottom
though.
lane.
Spartan, he sneaks up through the tree line. Gets
Nice.
an easy Fiend's Grip. And it is scary because, Madara got a great timing on the armlet. And getting involved in kills like that, he is going to be hitting a very respectable time on the Desolator as well. An armlet and Deso And some of these heroes, some of these cores, you know, if you get one sort of stun onto the Lina is just going to get absolutely destroyed by this lifestealer.
Not to mention that too. I didn't look at Thug's items in a bit. He's got phase S and Y already. It's 13 minutes in. He is quite massive.
Yeah, it's going much better for Mouse this opening than game 2 was. Game 1 was, sorry. Top
Omni
lane.
committed.
It's not going to be enough damage.
Uh-oh, Chappie.
Yeah, if Thug could get a bash.
I think he's just dead.
Yeah, trap back. He's gone. Healing ward. The kitty cat ain't going to save you,
75
sir.
gold.
Radiant's top tower
Oh, and they don't let him get the... Oh, he got the bounty.
He got the bounty. Worth. But he gets beat down upon. And yeah, that's what he's played for. You know, committing the Omni Slash. It was a little bit of a risk. I mean, Dark's here. He's not the squishiest of fellows. Middle lane, Empire will find something in return as they drag back the Slardar. But look at Madara. Surge forward. He's ready to go. Gets the open wounds out onto King R, but will be held back by a telekinesis. Rages off any chance of FN holding him back with the light strike. They're looking for a target. They'll go to Miposhka. He has a charge, but he's only got targets in the middle of the fight, so he just charges back into the center of the mall. No chance for the Nether Strike as they burst him down.
Mech online now for Skylark too. Are they gonna... Nah, I don't think they can transition this one to a Roche. It's not enough time. Thug looks like he wants to, though.
He's going to try for it. I mean, with the Corrosive Haze, they could certainly do it.
Yeah, actually, Laguna's down.
Yeah.
Bat Rider Lasso's down. I think they can actually go in there with the Haze. Yep.
They can do it pretty quick.
Yep.
And once that Roche is taken down, that's going to be very close to closing the gap on that Deso Gold. You got a Bat Rider trying to be a nuisance, but not too much Ghost it can really do to stop this. He's not in position to go for any sort of steal, so Mouse get that one. Thug picks up the Aegis. Madara being charged, but it will be cancelled as Empire will want to hold back during this time with the Aegis out. In fact, Spartan just waltzes straight across the jungle. He's got the Fiend's grip. He's ready to go.
And they're not stopping. They know that the Lasso, the Laguna's back up, but Lasso's still on cooldown. They can continue the pressure. You know them with the mech online from Darkseer, back up in 10 seconds.
Very hard for Empire to disrupt this sort of push at this stage. They almost certainly just have to let this tier 2 go.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
They can slow it down a little bit, but hard defense. Does he get the battle trance? He actually does. So Thug did not switch into melee and range form in between his battle trance.
Oh, there we have it. Free tier 2 in the middle.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
More money into the pocket of Madara. Oh, 900 to gold to go for that Desolator. But coming to a 4k gold lead. 16 minutes in. Mouse getting the objectives, getting the jobs done. And in terms of towers on their half of the map, Empire during that kind of period of time where the pressure was coming in from Mouse, it wasn't like Empire was split pushing out the other lanes. You know, it was still all 3 tier 1s up for the side of Mouse at this stage.
Yeah, Chappie's not even like wanting to show on the map. He's farming the enemy jungle. They're actually making a smoke rotation down toward him. Madara.
Yeah, he's got Omni Slash back up.
They're trying to get Madara here.
That would
Spartan's
be
in
the big
position.
kill. That would be the big kill, and they do get the lasso. If they can drag him away and allow the Omni Slash to jump in, he should be as good as dead, and indeed he is. They'll jump across, and with the bash, they'll pick up a second.
Ooh.
Absolutely perfect there for Empire. Double kill for Chappie.
Radiant's bottom
They'll take that any day of the week, especially with one of those kills being Madara's lifestealer.
With the battle trance being stolen there, yeah, they had enough damage to be able to bring him down during it. Spartan was a little bit slow on his movement to try to get the Nightmare on him, but either way, yeah, the battle trance was just not what he was calculating how much damage they would do.
tower has fallen. Dire's
Top lane Skylark was looking for a bit of the split. There'll be a charging onto MNT on the mid lane. TP through to the shrine from the bat.
Do they have the Spirit Breaker ulti?
They'll try and knock him back. Yeah, very nicely done there. With the flame break, into the charge, making sure there's no chance for MNT to immediately react with a crush. Still, the bash is there, and now the rest of Mouse do come in to try and turn this one around. They may have lost the Slardar, but they'll find the Spirit Breaker in return. So do get the 1-for-1. The game maintaining this pretty even state, really. As, yeah, certainly panning out to be a lot closer than that of the first one. And I think as well, you look at the two lineups, it doesn't feel like a game where there's going to be one certain lineup that hits a certain timing and bam, it's hard to bring the game back around. And Thug, whoa, he has just walked up into a bit of a nightmare. It will just be the Aegis, but Empire will gladly take it out of his hands.
Yeah, that was, Thug just didn't really expect those two heroes to be there. They're now running in, chasing up King R. They've got the Infested Lifestealer.
I'll tell you what, in King R, he just nabbed the sprint, and that's going to be enough to save him. He gets out with that one charge. From Imposture comes through. There'll be a Nightmare onto Ghost Stick into the Crush, but Mouse falling a little low here onto the Firefly. Manning up, Madara looks for Imposture. He needs to go for one more hit. He'll turn around, and he will finally finish him there with the Iron Shell rundown.
Oh, man. So Spartan tried to Fiend's Grip the Lina, but Lina stunned as the Fiend's Grip animation happened, so it got canceled instantly as they were going for the kills there.
Thug now with this Blink Dagger. Ready for the chase down onto Chappie. Chappie does have a Manta style, and he's got Omni Slash in a second. Thug's got to be a little bit careful.
He's got the mech behind him and everything.
Can he Manta dodge this? Yeah, you can. Manta dodges the crush. Can he get away from this? Oh no, with bashes like that, I don't think he can. And yeah, with the rest of Mouse wrapping around, he's gone. So no sort of backup coming in from his team there. Looks like they were just unable to TP across that tier 2 and get to him in time.
Yeah. It's kind of to touch back to what you were saying, though, about the two lineups. Like, the big thing is, though, once this Slaughter gets Blink Dagger, it's very hard for Empire because this time they are the ones kind of lacking the physical. It's like Lina is mostly magical, of course, when you get your 50 damage talent and stuff like that. But Juggernaut's their only real physical damage core, and they're versus a Lifestealer and a Troll. But they can also, you know, they can keep the distance away with the Bat Rider, with the Lina, if they can actually just keep the Lina in the back lines.
And it's really smart as well, you know, for Thug to go for that early blink.
Yeah.
Because you've got now a follow-up to the Slardar. Those two heroes jump on someone, you know, it's very likely Madara's going to be inside one of them. Whoever you jump, they're just going to get deleted. There's not really any sort of, you know, big reliable save that Empire have against that jump. So Empire's strength for them is they themselves get the jump out onto Mousesports. Because if they get jumped, they are going to lose heroes straight away, especially with that Desolator now complete on Madara.
Yeah, his damage potential just skyrocketed. But yeah, I like that you mentioned the Blink Dagger on Troll. I think we've seen it. We haven't seen it so much recently, but we used to see it.
Not necessarily this early, you know, not straight off the S&Y. Only what, BKB, Vlad's, of course, stuff like that, maybe more common.
But yeah, much better this game with the lifestealing with the Slaughter. And being able to just get into the back lines, like get into the Lina, get into the Bat Rider can actually be really relevant. And once they have their BKB on, soon on the Troll Warlord, I mean, I say soon, he only just got the Ogre Club, so it's still going to be a bit of a ways away, but once that BKB comes out, it does make them a lot more durable because, you know, they don't really have that much to go through it. It's even the Omni Slash. Omni Slashing a Troll Warlord is usually not the greatest because of how much armor he does have.
Yeah, when he's got that somewhere, yeah. He's a pretty tanky mofo at 20 minutes in.
Yeah, once he gets like the level 15 talent, if he goes for the 6 armor, he's going to be even beefier.
This is now kind of turned around. Game 1, we said a lot of weight would have been on Madara to carry it from the TB. Likewise, this time around, we're looking at Chappie. Chappie has got to really get himself ahead on this Juggernaut to just be able to have the damage potential that Empire need to bring down Mouse's cores.
He's keeping up pretty decently, though.
I mean, like, he is for now. He really is.
If he's able to like segregate the Lifestealer with Omni Slash, like Juggernaut's one of the better kind of heroes versus Lifestealer if you're ahead. But if the Lifestealer's ahead of you, you actually struggle kind of a bit. MNT, FN's trying to go for a pickoff on him here.
And it would be a nice one as well. He's very close to having the Blink Dagger. Oh, he's going to live. That Nightmare and Stick Charge allowing him to get out. And now FN, he's the one to have it to TP out straight away. We'll make it away. And that would have been really nice for Empire because that's what Mouse are waiting for. They're waiting for MNT to have his Blink. So any chance that Empire would have had to knock him back would have slowed down the pace that Mouse are trying to force. But unsuccessful. Again, Spartan, one of these players, I think out of all the players as he played Bane, he just seems to use the Nightmare so well defensively.
Yeah.
So many situations where he saves his team with the Nightmare.
Always like in a good position. Now even, and he actually has a, oh my goodness, I didn't think Spartan was this farm, but he's got a full Aether Lens. That actually helps a ton, the plus 220 cast range, not only on the Nightmare, but on everything, all of his abilities.
Yeah.
Like Fiend's Grip with that 220 range lets you stay in the back lines and get the potential to even catch maybe even the Bat Rider if he gets a lasso mid lane.
Oh, MNT, he's so close to that Blink Dagger. Oh. He's gone, he was 50 gold away.
He only lost 100 gold there.
He did.
But yeah, just the delay
But it's like, what, 30 seconds off the map, 30 seconds getting back into lane. You know, you're postponing in a minute.
Yep. That was a nice little, and that was just the 2 supports from Empire.
Yeah,
So
that was a nice pick-off. I mean, it was always likely to happen. You know, MNT was having to be in a lane to find that final bit of gold. And Empire, maybe seeing if they can find something more off the back of that pick-up. They've got a DD in the bottle for FN. It's a good time to go.
Ooh. See what item we got being picked up on Madara?
What's he doing?
It's Heaven's Halberd.
Hey, there we go.
It's about time. Very good versus Jug.
Very good versus Jug.
Yeah, like you can't do anything. You just get disarmed for
anything.
what is it, like 3.5 seconds, 4 seconds.
I mean, what it used to be, what it used to sign, because yeah, Blade Fury, I guess, used to remove it, didn't it?
Yeah.
Because of the magic immunity, but now...
Yeah, 3-second disarm.
3-second disarm.
And it gives you the evasion bonus as well. Top lane, but MNT, again, as soon as he shows in lane.
What's he down to? Oh, he did manage to get the blink, though.
He did get
the blink.
Okay.
He did get the blink.
Man, they are picking on him, though.
Yeah, they knew. They knew that he was, you know, he was building something, and they didn't want him to do so. And despite the 2 kills, he still manages to get that blink done.
Now they've got Blink on Skylark, they've got Blink on MNT, they've got the Wombo combo set up. What's next is the Troll BKB, and he's about 1,300 gold away from that one. So that should be coming up pretty soon. So they've got pretty much all the items that they need to go for the big team fights, and Roche should be spawning soon. It is, and that's the cheese and the Aegis. This is the big timing. We're now 24 minutes.
They can take it so damn quick. I don't think Empire can contest it. They're not in the right neighborhood at all as well. They're down on the south side of the river.
Yeah, once the Deso hit comes out, there we go. And this is going to be huge, yeah. Aegis and Cheese, Aegis on the Troll, Cheese on the Madara more than likely. He's got more survivability potential, let's see, yep. So here we go. Now they've got the Infest combo.
Here we go.
Oh,
hello,
TP's right into them.
Surprise! King R and Miposhka hiding in the tree line. Again, the Nightmare causing issues. You know, Miposhka suddenly, he can't get the Nether Strike off immediately. Now Mouse getting the bash out onto the Spirit Breaker. Thug and Scarlet will chase him down. On the right side, FN has been surrounded, taken down by a crush. Miposhka will be able to charge out at the last moment. But again, Spartan with some sweet Nightmare play, just making it impossible for Empire to find a quick pick at the start of a fight.
Yeah. Very nice play. Did they even lose anything? No, they didn't even have to expend absolutely anything.
They took a bit of damage on the tier 2 down the bottom, but
yeah,
it's...
that's it.
You know, they did drop the wall.
Yeah,
so
okay, yeah, that's true.
There's an ult committed there, but again, it was Empire. You know, they were on Mouse's side of the map. They were really looking for something.
Yeah, they used Lasso now just
They
now.
didn't get it.
They put Spartan up on the high ground. Spartan's got stick charges. He brain saps the creep to survive longer, the mech as well, and now they're going to go for the kill onto Ghost Stick.
And they're going to get it.
And there it is, the Fiend's Grip.
straight up. Spartan gets his revenge.
He's burning. He's burning. Oh, he lives. Now he's charged. He brain saps the Ogre again. He's like, thank God for this camp.
Are they still charging him? Ah, he's out. He's
they stopped it now.
We could have seen a bit of a hill fight. Would have been good fun. But yeah, Miposhka deciding against that.
Yeah. So the big items, yeah, the big timings for Mouse is now. They can still just keep fighting. Anytime that they see anybody, they can just go. They just have to keep their lanes pushed out. So the Arxir just keep on ion shelling those waves out, Lifestealer as well, and then we may just see a smoke coming out as soon as Slug gets the BKB. And it's go time. So FN, I saw last fight he has a 4-stat finished up, by the way, so trying to like peel his teammates away from the combination from the Slaughter Lifestealer. It actually, it saved his life for a couple extra seconds, but then he just got ran down. So a little bit of a different item build. I like when I see a little bit of variance from some of these teams, especially some of these Linas. I know I saw Cuckoo from TNC, he went Phase Boot Yules one game, the next game he went Bloodstone, the game after that he went Arcane Yule, so I like when teams do switch it up because not every game calls for the same build.
Yeah, absolutely not. I mean, definitely one of the things that seems to have changed a bit in Dota over the recent times and patches. Much more variance on a lot of different heroes.
Yeah.
Apart from Solar Crest, that's still not much variance there.
Yeah.
Buy
You
a
always want
Solar
to have
Crest,
one.
it's good.
At least one Solar Crest will always be lovely.
Even with the nerfs.
I mean,
where,
it's...
you know, Valve make up some stuff with 25% true strike chance. Everyone's like, well, what does that... I mean, that's rubbish, but we're still going to buy the item anyway because we...
Just don't use it aggressively. Use it defensively.
Yeah, there we go.
Here we go. Madara gets lassoed up. He's getting pulled back.
There we go with the jump in.
The combo.
Oh, the vacuum wall. Beautifully done into the crush. That's going to be 1-2 down. Double kill for Skylark. The Fiend's Grip is there from a mile off. Spartan with the range of the Ether Lens. And 3 are down and they're moving in for more.
Wow, they just got eaten alive by that battle,
really did.
battle
There'll
trance
be a buyback
combo.
from Miposhka, but there's no buyback on the other 3. It's just
Look at
position
Spartan.
one down for a minute.
Look at where he's standing. He is just standing in front of them, taunting them.
There we go.
He's going to maybe pay with his life. Nope, they're baiting.
Fine. Oh, absolutely jebaited. Gets the 2 of them. Double whammy for Madara. And this game, I think it may just be over here. Only 28 minutes in.
Oh yeah, I think this one's very tough for Empire to kind of come back. They might even just lose 2 Raxes here.
I really feel that both the games this series, I want to say a lot of it has been down to the drafts.
I have to agree.
Yeah,
I think
it's
like
really nice draft from Mouse here in game 2, and Empire getting the Magnus draft. You know, that's GG in game 1.
yeah.
But yeah, we're just seeing how well Lifestealer. I mean, Lifestealer and Slider always a combo that's been great for quite a while now. Throw a troll into there, it only makes it better, especially when it's Thug playing it. He has such a good time at the start.
Yeah, I thought he'd actually suffer a bit more in the laning phase, but
that
he
was
did
the
it.
weakness potentially.
He owned.
Yeah.
Like, he really owned. The Batrider got super shut down too. He had to just rely on stacks for like 6 minutes or more to be able to try to catch up to get that Bling Dagger. They got like a couple nice pickoffs, but then Mao's just like, all right, we have a Troll Warlord with Slardar. We can just walk into the Roche pit, and with open wounds, with Corrosive Haze, we're fully sustained. We don't even need a Vlad's. So this Roche dies, we're full HP, and then we can take fights right afterwards.
Again. I mean, we'll see again. Just Skylight with this great play comes in, grabs 3 of them, and instantly, you know, Crush comes through from MNT, and they just fall apart. No amount of Shrine Heal is going to save you from that amount of pain, as they just get ripped to pieces. And diving in, you know, with the stats that Thug and Madara have, they don't care about towers beating upon them. And there we see just the network just skyrocket in favor of Mouse at that stage. And I really feel as well, this patch definitely, I feel, as you kind of touched upon there with the Troll, the fact that they could do it, a lot of emphasis on having a lineup that can do Roshan. I mean, you look at Empire's lineup, they cannot do Roshan early on at a good speed. But game 1, they could. They had a Magnus in power. They had great heroes for it. Game 2, Mouse had the perfect lineup. As you say, it doesn't matter if your mid lane goes subpar. If you're a Troll, you go to the jungle, you bash a few creeps' heads in, you head to Roche Pit after 1, you know, or 2 good pickoffs, and it feels like you're golden in this patch.
Yeah.
That earlier cheese as well on the second Roche. You know, we've still got one Madara walking around with his in his pocket. Hey, where did it go? Who did you give it to? Who did you give the cheese to? I gave it to the Troll. Thug says, that's mine, buddy. He says, yes, sir.
Get the lasso.
Here. They'll drag him up to the hill. Get the Light Strike and Laguna to follow through, but there's the vacuum wall onto 3. Naposhka will charge forward. In fact, which happy is where they're focusing MNT, but he gets the crush out, jumps back. It's going to be Rubik to fall first, and then look at Spartan. He just goes for the Fiend Script. This is going to be a Jug held back for the time being. MNT again comes in with a crush. Seeing Mouse now start to gingerly disengage out of this. Thug is working around the backlines though. He's found himself a double. He's going to come back across with Madara as Madara chomps down and they'll call GG. It's just too much here.
He can't even do anything on the Jug. Like he's like, but I survived throughout the fight and stuff, but like you guys, everyone else just gets completely massacred because of the lack of damage. Like Spirit Breaker, Rubik, these 2 heroes, they do lack damage between the 2 of them, especially once you start getting a little bit behind. Batrider as well, he kind of like sets up for you to have damage from your other cores, but
really nice.
Yep, just really crisp game coming out from Mouse. They had a game plan.
Yeah.
And they executed it. As soon as the Slardar gets Blink Dagger, it's go time. They get Roche, they get a bunch of kills, and yep.
And it's a great play all round. I really feel like the piece that was the one that really kind of caused issues for Empire was Spartan's Bane play. You know, the few times where it looked like, okay, Empire, they did come out of the lanes worse than Mousesports, but then they were starting to make these moves. They got a good blink timing on the bat, but they couldn't make those pickoffs. They couldn't make those plays because every time there was a Bane there, nightmaring the target, and bam, suddenly that pickoff turns into your team losing everyone's lives.
Yeah, it seems like if you want to be able to play like this kind of lineup from Empire, it's like you have to play absolutely perfect with no mistakes. When you look at Mouse lineup, it's like super easy to execute. It's like if we make mistakes, okay, we still have like the Roche potential. You guys don't. We can always we always have a little bit more relaxation and things to fall back on.
Absolutely. But there we have it. That's the last game of the day here at DreamLeague, and Mousesports are able to get themselves the win, bringing it to a 1-1 against good old Team Empire. That's it from myself and Fog, though. Have a lovely night, ladies and gentlemen. Don't go anywhere, though, as we will be going back to the panel for a little bit of post-game analysis. We'll see you guys well.